Here at Westlake Charter School, our amazing staff are exploring what's possible when we introduce flexible and mobile furniture into our classrooms to help redesign our learning spaces. One key concept that we're studying is the concept of creating intentional spaces. Looking around your classroom and realizing that straight rows are maybe appropriate at some time, but they're not appropriate all the time. And we need to look around our classroom and explore how to create intentional spaces for particular purposes. Maybe it's a maker space for one area to create and allow for creativity. Maybe it's a place that's purposeful around allowing for personalization and pulling together small groups. Thinking about intentionally creating spaces that are good for everything from productivity to personalization. Let's take a look at some examples.
Creating intentional spaces isn't totally new at Westlake Charter, but since we have begun exploring the topic explicitly, I've tried a few new things. For example, I've always had areas in my classroom for students to read or work comfortably, but now I'm trying something new. Once I describe to the students what we're working on and what type of product is accepted, I let them decide how to configure the room. Some collaborative groups will want to pull tables together. Others will want to stand, and some may even want to sprawl out on the floor. What is important is that they take ownership of their decisions and their learning.
I think people would be shocked to see how responsible kinders can be when they are given the opportunity to choose the learning area that works best for them. Some sit on beanbags to stay near the whiteboard, and others group at tables. They can choose from short tables with cushions, standard height with traditional chairs, or the standing height table. It took a few tries and some practice, but now they settle right in, and I really feel they are more productive now that they're in self-selected seating. I think what is most important is to be really intentional about what each space provides. Our materials have to be accessible to everyone. Each student should choose a space specifically to focus on the task during that moment. This way, a student really thinks about where they need to be.
Those are some fantastic examples of what happened when we collaborate with our students and give them voice and choice in creating intentional spaces that allow for personalization within the learning environment. Great job, explorers.